Greetings! Welcome to Physical Education 1. Healthy ways to manage stress. Learning how to respond negative stress will help you bring balance to your life. So objectives for our topic for today is first to identify the categories of stressors that affects individual's life. Next, differentiate the 5 types of personal stressors. 3. Determine the signs, chronic stress, and the unhealthy ways of coping the stress. Next is to appreciate the strategies in managing stress through group sharing. And lastly, give the benefits of managing stress. So our topics are the stressors and its categories. 5 types of personal stressors. Signs of chronic stress. Unhealthy ways of coping the stress. Stress management strategies. And the benefits of managing stress. So stress. It is difficult to define, even recognize, because stress means different things to different people. Nagdepende ni sa usa ka tawo kung asa iyang weakness, munang dali siya ma-stress. So stressors, the situations, the events, or stimuli that triggers a stress response are called stressors, and they fall into 3 main categories. First, it is the cataclysmic stressors. Include natural or man-made disasters such as hurricanes, earthquakes, fires, and tornadoes. While they can be devastating events that cause acute stress, in the short term, they occur infrequently. Next is background stressors. Include environmental stressors of all repetitive or routine nature that we cannot control. They include, among other things, a neighbor's barking or blaring music, long commutes and traffic jams, constant background noise at home or at school. Others, kung namaminaw sila music, mawala ilang stress. Kung magbiyahe sila, di po sila ma-stress. But naay ubang tao nga they can stress themselves even in this nang gamay na kayo nga noise. Next is personal stressors. Includes threatening or challenging situation. Dili sila ganahan anang mga challenging, mga lisod nga mga situation. Ganan sila sayon ra. Events or stimuli that impact on us in a highly personal manner. They might include the death of loved one, having a baby, the loss of job, the breakup of a relationship, buying home, personal injury or illness, nursing an ill parents or spouse, and etc. It is coming for yourself. That is personal stressors. So we have the five types of personal stressors. We have physical stressors. Anything that causes physical discomfort or forces the body to continually adapt or cope is a physical stressor, chronic pain, and sudden or chronic illness. Next, we have emotional stressors. This includes significant life events such as a divorce, death of a loved one, loss of a job, or retirement. Emotional stress often leads to anxiety, depression, moodiness, and poor physical health. That is why we need to give more emphasis to these things. Abira na to wala ra pero na-stress na dahita. Emotional stress. Third, we have intellectual stressors. It includes giving major speech, taking final exam or mga exams like midterm exams. Nag-pressure ka sa imong mga kanang parents, imong relatives, samot ka stress. Or facing a complex problem that requires sharp, rational thinking when one simply is not up to it. For example, math. Labi na kita, ako, we're not really good at math. So, mas stress po tag very light if we can face very difficult problem solving sa math na tong subject. Next, we have social stressors. Social. So, it occurs when one feels oddly presumed by certain groups such as family, co-worker, or friends to conform to their standards, beliefs, or behavior. So, kinahanglan ka ma-fit sa ilaha niya. Na-stress ka nga, nusaon man ni, I'm not pareha sa ilaha. That is why, ma-stress ka gamay. Then, anger and resentment are common reaction to social stressors. So, dili ka masuko. Lastly is the spiritual stressors. Any serious challenge to one's long-held personal, religious, or more moral beliefs is a spiritual stressors. Anger, anxiety, and confusion are common responses. Do we have a signs of chronic stress? First, we have irritability or fatigue, pounding heart, inability to concentrate, dili na ka makakoncentrate, then sweating, migraines, or it is also called frequent headaches, nervous laughter, clumsiness, or increased accidents. Na-stress na dahil ni kung sige na tagka umod. Neck or lower back pain. This is very common na may experience na to na kung mas stress ka, sakit atong atong likod, especially sa lower back na to. Next, we have the clenched jaw or grinding teeth. The increased use of alcohol and drugs to relax. Difficulty sleeping or insomnia, like bad dreams. Then nervous stretches. Then short fuse, feeling of anxiety, tension, moodiness, and shallow breathing, shortness of breath, then rapid speech, pas mag-istorya. We have unhealthy way of coping stress. And that is why ang uban, they try to smoke, drinking too much, overeating or undereating. Ganahan kayo itong mukaon, dagan kayo. And dilipod ka ng mukaon. It is unhealthy. Then zoning out for hours in front of TV or computers. Then withdrawing from friends, families, and activities. Dili na kay ka mo jam sa imong family, sa imong friends, dili na kaganahan maghimo og mga imong usual nga pambuhaton. And we also have the using pills or drugs to relax. Then sleeping too much. Then filling up every minute of the day to avoid facing problems. Ganahan lang ka, imo lang i-overload yourself so that you can forget everything na imong mga problems. Then procrastinating, taking out your stress on other, lashing out, angry outbursts, physical violence, magmanumbag ka, kay ganahan ka mo gawas ing imong kalagot. So we have the learning. We need to learn healthier ways to manage stress. So dealing with stressful situations, we have the 4 A's. In change the situation, it is under avoid the stressors. Avoid, the word avoid. Then alter the stressors. Then change your action. We need to adapt the stressors or accept the stressors. Don't stress yourself. So here we have the stress management strategy. What are those strategies? Number 1, avoid unnecessary stress. Ang mga dili kay importante, ayaw pansinan. It's difficult to define or even recognize because stress means different things to different people. So, first we need to learn how to say no. No. Know your limits and stick to them, whether in your personal or professional life. Refuse to accept added responsibilities when you're close to reaching them. Rather, taking on more than you can handle is a surefire recipe for stress. So if you really want to do something na dili na imong level, imong measure, na sobraan na, of course, it is really a surefire recipe for your stress. So if kibalo ka nga, na dili nimo kaya, then you try to say no. Next, avoid people who stress you out. So it is very sabotable. Avoid people who stress you out. Sa mga toxic people, so you need to ikay na lang. Diba? If someone constantly causing stress in your life, and you cannot turn the relationship around, limit the time you spend. So, kung dili nimo ma-stop, then i-limit na lang nimo yung self nga mo contact anang people if ma-stress gyud kag samot. Then, or kung makaya nimo nga i-end the relationship entirely, then it's good. Para dili na ka ma-stress anang tawhan. Next is take control of your environment. Like for example, if evening news makes you anxious, turn the TV off. Kung di ka ganahan tanaw sa balita, kay puro na lang negative news, bad news, wala na good news karong panahon na. So, try not to watch TV. If going to market is unpleasant chore, do your grocery shopping online. So, because kay karon, it is very unpleasant to go to a place like market kay daghan kay tao, then or panahon karon is daghag nay virus. So, you can shop online. Then avoid hot button topics. If you get upset over religion or politics across Cross them off your conversation list. Kung magstorya ka or saya about religion or politics or kung unsa pa na nga di nimo ganahan nga topics, so dili na lang ninyo hisgutan, ay na lang hisguti or ay na lang yung kanang i-open na kind of topic. If you repeatedly argue about the same subject with the same person, then stop bringing it up or excuse yourself when it's the topic of discussion. Next, pare down your to-do list. Analyze your schedule, responsibilities, and daily tasks. If you've got too much on your plate, distinguish between the shoulds and the must. Drop tasks that aren't truly necessary. Kung dili kinahanglan, ayaw na lang, good. To the bottom of the list or eliminate them entirely. Number 2, to alter the situation. If you cannot avoid a stress situation, try to alter it. Figure out what you can do to change things so the problem doesn't present itself in the future. Often this involves changing the way you communicate and operate in your daily life. So we have to express yourself instead of bottling them up. If something or someone is bothering you, communicate your concerns in an open and respectful manner. Di pud kay largo ra kag bira. You need to be kalma ra. Istorya nimo kung unsa ang imuhang kanang feelings. Nasuko ba ka? Glagot ka? Or nahihubos ka? You need to tell that person. If you don't voice your feeling, resentment will build and the situation will likely remain the same. So, di ninyo masettle, then wala kayo mahimo, mas madako ra na, mapuno, hindi nyo pag-istoryahan. Next, be willing to compromise. When you ask someone to change their behavior, literally, in a relationship, it is very common. Be willing to do the same. So, dili sad pwede kung nakay i-request, then sharap ang imong usban ni kay di ko ganahan. But yourself, wala ka nag-usab. Same regapon ka. So if you both are willing to bend at least a little, you'll have a good chance of finding a middle ground. Next, be more assertive. Don't take a back seat in your own life. Deal with problems head on, doing your best to anticipate and prevent them. If you've got an exam to study for your catty roommate just got home, say up front that you have 5 minutes to talk. So, like for example, you have an exam, na kay katabi, di ka ganun matabi, isulti nga, I will just have 5 minutes because na ako'y exams, na ako'y buhaton na importante pa sa imong istorya. Sure. Lastly is you manage your time better. Poor time management can cause a lot of stress. Yes, it's very common to each one nga ato ning na-experience kay, like for example, natay activities, then imong gihuna-huna nga taas pa kay kag time, then magsigilo kag unya-unya sa imong activities, imong mga buhaton, sige kag laag, sige kag tanaw TV, sige kag Facebook, surfing on the internet, but niabot na ang time nga kuan na due date na sa imong activities, then wala na, di nakakahimo or naghimo ka pero na stress na kag samot kay wala man nimo buhatag anam-anam. That is why when you stretch too then and running behind, it's hard to stay calm and focus. Di nakaka-focus imong gipangbuhat kay na stress na imong mind kay maghunahuna na ka sa deadline, wa pa ka nahuman, dagan pa ka gibuhatonon. But if you plan ahead and make sure don't overextend yourself, you can alter the amount of stress you're under. Ma-divide di mo imong stress kay kauman pud. Kung katugon ka karon, kung na-stress ka karon o pahuway ka karon. Kaya na pa kay daghang time, pero wala na kay time na daghang kita problema na. Number 3, adapt to the stressors. If you cannot change the stressors, of course, change yourself. Mo-adapt na lang ka. You cannot adapt to stressful situations and regain your sense of control by changing your expectations and attitude. So, kung nagkuan ka nang mag-expect kag samot kag stress. So, you need to change yourself. Kung taas kay kag standard, apa mubuhi pud na. So, reframe your problems. Try to view stressful situation from a more positive perspective rather than fuming about the traffic jam. Look at it as an opportunity to pause and regroup. Listen to your favorite radio station or enjoy some time, alone time. I remember nga dapat tan-aw na to kung unsay beautiful something nga nahitabo. Tuod na nakay nga na nga situation, but you need to find something na reason nga mahitabok man ni. There is really something good na mahitabuan na. Look at the big picture. Take perspective of the stressful situation. Ask yourself how important it will be in a long run. Will it matter in a month? A year? Is it really worth getting upset over? If the answer is no, then focus your time and energy elsewhere. So kung dili kayo makahatag og kaayuhan sa imuha, then ayaw na lang i-focus. Move on na lang. Then, third, adjust your standards. So, di ta palabig taas og standards. Perfectionism. So, takhan kay perfectionism. But they themselves are not perfect. So, perfectionism is a major source of avoidable stress. Stop setting yourself up for failure by demanding perfection. Ikaw rin nangitag ka ng failure, sikag pangitag perfect. Set reasonable standards for yourself and others and learn to be okay with good enough. Fourth, focus on the positive. When stress is getting you down, take a moment to reflect on all the things you appreciate in your life, including your own positive qualities and gifts. This simple strategy can help you keep things in perspective. Ngitag-itag, asa ang positive ani nga dapita na problema ka. Fourth, accept the things you cannot change. Some source of stress are unavoidable. You cannot prevent or you cannot change the stressors, such as the death of loved ones, a serious illness, or a national recession. In such cases, the best way to cope with stress is to accept the things as they are. Acceptance may be difficult. Yes, it is very difficult. But in a long run, it's easier than railing against a situation you cannot change. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. Okay? Dili ta superheroes, di ta Ginoo nga maka-control ana nga mga things. Many things in life are beyond our control, particularly the behavior of other people. Sa ato ra gurong mind, sa ato ra ng dreams, tung damgo ra na nga makakontrol ta ng mga butang, mga tao. But in reality, we cannot control. It is really uncontrollable. Rather than stressing out over them, focus on the things you can control, such as the way you choose to react the problems. Ang imo ra yung makontrol is your emotions. Kung unsa imong reactions ana nga problem, mao ra yun na imong makontrol. Look for the upside. As the saying goes, what doesn't kill us make us stronger. Yeah, it is true. When facing major challenges, try to look at them as opportunities for personal growth. It is really a big opportunity na kay problem or na kay something na encounter na situation, then imo nalampasan. It is really your gain because it is your personal growth. Labi naa kay nakatunan ana. If your own poor choices contributed to a stressful situation, reflect on them and learn from your mistakes. It is best teacher is our experience. That is why we need to learn from our mistakes. Pero kung di ka ganahan, wala ra pun. Share your feelings. Talk to a trusted friend. Expressing what you're going through can be very cathartic, even if there's nothing you can do to alter the stressful situation. Learn to forgive. Is it really difficult to forgive? We need to accept the fact that we live in an imperfect world and that the people make mistakes. Imperfect world, so we are also imperfect. So we can commit mistakes. So we need to let go of anger and resentment. Free yourself from negative energy by forgiving and moving on. Fifth, make time for fun and relaxation. Beyond a take charge approach and a positive attitude, you can reduce stress in your life by nurturing yourself. If you regularly make time for fun and relaxation, you'll be in a better place to handle life stressors when they inevitably come. So we have healthy ways to relax and recharge. Ganina natin unhealthy ways. So we need to take note the healthy ways to relax and recharge. First, go for a walk. Magmuni-muni. Go for a walk. Spend time in nature. So kung naamo sa bukid, it's very good. Okay, we have, kung gawas ta sa tua, nanay ka ng lasang dito. Next, call a friend. Dili lang dahil sa exam, o sa quiz, or sa kanang oral examination ang ato ang call a friend. Kung naapod tayo ganahan is i-share, call a very good friend. Diba? To share with yung mga kasinatian. Then sweat out tension with a good workout. Ipagawas tanan ang imuhang mga kasakit, kasubo. Dito sa imuhang pagpasingot sa workout, jogging baka, magdagan baka diretso, mag-zumba, mag-aerobics, anything na makapasingot. Then write a journal. Yes, it's very, kung wala kay masturyaan, you need to write. Istorya, pagawas dito tanan imong ipabati sa imong journal. Take a long bath. I experienced this during college days. Nakadungog ko ani nga giistorya ni sa among teacher, and for me, I'm very stressed during my college days, college years to be exact. I want to drop out. But gihuna-huna na ko kung gikapoy ko kay naman may tuition sa una kamo ay for now many universities wala na tuition. So sa una kami naa. And I remember I told myself na lakapoy ka ayog eskwela ganahan ako muundang sige na ko hila kay ni ako raman usa sa boarding house then wala ko kastoryaan. So naghuna-huna ako nga muundang ko kapoy ko. Then, I remember my parents, tingan ako nga, lano kung gikapoy ko eskwela, how about ang nagpa-eskwela sa ako? Saan mo sila gikapoy? So that is why, na ako'y nakuhanan, and I remember na ako ning taking a long bath. Sige na ako, dugay kay ko mahumag kaligo. Until now, mga 30 minutes, yes, 30 minutes, maligo. That is why ako lang is-stress out ang akong self by taking a long bath. Then light scented candles. Kita kay wala. Not so common sa tuwa. Then savor a warm cup of coffee or tea. Nakaimuhang ko magmuni-muni sad ka mintras nag-inom ka, di ba? Then play with a pet. Yes, it's very relaxing. Kami, wala ako'y dog, wala ako'y cat, but we have a fish na aquarium nga dako na magsige akong tutok sa mga isda nga naglangoy-langoy. I feel so relaxed. I mean, kanang tanaw na ko sila. Pakaon. Yan na. Then work in your garden. So it's very applicable to us now. We are plantitos and plantitas. We can work in our garden sa gawas. We can plant flowers by arrange ang nakaran. It's a very nice experience. Then get a massage. For me, it's really nindot kay sa pamati. Massage ka. Pero be careful lang pud kay kanang imong likod labi nagwa ka kibaw na kay school you kasi mabalig sa mot imong bukog. Next is curl up with a good book. Mangit ka nindot nga libro na mabasa. Then listen to music. Kanira gyud nga ma-apply pero may music pero may maminaw. Then watch a comedy. I remember someone told me nga I like dramas. Then, nakakita siya nga, nagtanaw kong drama, siya. Kaya na-stress na ka sa imong pag-eskwela niya, mas-stress po ka sa imong gitanong nga salida. How about you can watch comedy? Para sa magsige na lang kagkatawa, ang kubitaw, no? So, I tried. So, it's very helpful nga makatanaw kang comedy. Nga mga aligre nga mga videos, salida, like that. So, we need to set aside relaxation time. Di lang puro trabaho, puro himo sa itong activities. We need to relax. Pero di lang po permi mag-relax. That is why, include rest and relaxation in your daily schedule. So, kung natay daghan kayo buhat sa usak adlaw, dapat na kitay time nga ma-relax. Don't allow other obligations to encroach. This is your time to take a break from all responsibilities and recharge batteries. My best time to relax is to sleep. Mag-nap, good. I have nap time. So, ikaw mata na ko uhaw. Another, kung ano po, buhatunon. At least, na-relax kag kadiyot. Next, keep your sense of humor. This includes the ability to laugh at yourself. Dili pud ka sobraan ka magkatawa sa walay hinungdan. Pero naatay cellphone, di ba? Naatay tan-awon nga or basahon man lang. Kita magkatawa ra kita ra usa. The act of laughing, it helps your body fight stress in a number of ways. So laughter is the best medicine. It's true. Next, we connect with others. Spend time with positive people who enhance your life. Positive people, po dili to sa mga toxic, mga negative people, mga nega. It is not very helpful to us. A strong support system will buffer you from the negative effects of stress. Lastly, do something you enjoy every day. So, unsa may imong na-enjoy, pero ni imong ganahan jud. Make time for leisure time activities that bring you joy, whether it be stargazing, playing instrument, or working on a bike. So, kung na stars, pwede rin na makatanaw sa stars. For me, I am relaxed when I watch stars, makikita kong star, makikita kong moon. It's very relaxing. Playing instrument, I also play instrument. Then, maka-relax po. Kay, makakanta ba? Kanta. Then, working on a bike. So, what man bike? If di takabaw mo bike. So, we can walk. Ba? So, we need to do something. Kung asa, kung unsa naka-enjoy, ma-enjoy ka sa kadlaw. Next, number 6, adopt a healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle. You can increase your resistance to stress by strengthening your physical health. It's true because kung physically na-stress ka, dili ka healthy, nang dali ra kay ka ma-stress mo physically. Kung labi na wa kay tarungtog, dali ka masuko, daghang kag nahunaon, you feel so anxious. So that is why you need to increase your resistance to stress. So we have to exercise regularly. So physical activity plays a key role in reducing and preventing the effects of stress. Make time for at least 30 minutes of exercise 3 times per week. Nothing beats aerobic exercise for releasing pent-up stress and tension. Labi na kung mag-aerobic ka, pas-pas kayo ng mga beatings. You can just mawagtang kalit, malimtan kalit ang imong stress. Eat a healthy diet. Well-nourished bodies are better prepared to cope with stress. So be mindful of what you eat. Start your day right with breakfast. It's really true. Kaya kung mag-breakfast ko, I have so very good day. Very good day. Kaya last year, last year, feeling fresh graduate. Last, gastric acid. I don't want to eat breakfast. Kaya I have physical activities, then sayo mong klase, then late ko nakamata, dili na ko makakaupamahaw. Then, I realized nga, nasamot ko ka stress, kay masakit pa kong tiyan, kay gigutom ko niya. Wa pa kay tarong pamahaw niya, na kuyapan na, kay tungod, kay way kaon, niya, dagang physical activities, din anindot imong adlaw. So that is why, we need to start our day right with breakfast. Nutritious meal throughout the day. Then number 3, reduce caffeine and sugar. The temporary high caffeine and sugar often ends in a crash in mood and energy. By reducing the amount of coffee, soft drinks, chocolate, and sugar snacks in your diet, you'll feel more relaxed and you'll sleep better. We have number 4, avoid alcohol, cigarettes, and drugs. Self-medicating with alcohol or drugs may an easy escape from stress, but the relief is only temporary. Temporary jud, dili na siya permanent. Kadiyot ra kayo. Don't avoid or mask the issue at hand. Deal with problems head on and with clear mind. Number 5 is very important. Get enough sleep. Adequate sleep fuels your mind as well as your body. Feeling tired will increase your stress because it may cause you to think irrationally. So we have the benefits of managing stress. First, increase energy, looking and feeling young. Increase power of concentration, so increase the feeling of happiness. Increase awareness and improve sleep. Enhance performance. Ease and efficiency in daily activities. Improve sense of self-acceptance. And improve flexibility. That is the benefits of the managing stress. So we have activity number 1 for final term. Just write your answers in the comment section below. How can you avoid stress? Please indicate your name, your course, and section. Don't forget.